Whew. It's nippy in here. Contact. Oh, fire. Max? Sweet. Gotta turn that. Oh man. Man down. Whew. Saved it. We're gonna replace this water pump. Shouldn't be too bad. As soon as that gets done draining, I think I can do this by myself. Would you look at that? Now we're gonna change the thermostats. Ta-da! Lunchtime. Now it's time to put the water pump in. Ta-da! I started it. It started misfiring really bad with like a metallic noise, and it had a code for the crankshaft position sensor, so I shut it off and I pulled the crank sensor. We have metal poopies on the crank sensor. Alright, so we got to get this tractor that has broken timing gears onto the trailer this morning. And it's not here yet, and then there's snow all over the ground, so this is going to be interesting.
I'm ready to go, man. I'm just ready to get this done. Let's get out of here. It's cold. Let's go. Let's go.
We got steering hoses hooked up to this tractor. Got the park brake tool. I got the hose pulled out of the floor. The transmission pumped off the. Gonna pump off the park brake. Got it tied in back here on the sump solenoid. Got the steering lines hooked into the cylinder. I just gotta hook up the power, engage the transmission solenoids, good pressure on the park brake. All right, pull. Putting some blocks on the trailer so it isn't such a harsh jump for a little tractor spinning out. Okay, now go straight. Turn right, turn right. Keep going, keep going. Whoa. Go straight. Turn the tractor back left. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Whoa. Keep going. Straight. Yep, keep going. Keep going. Help, it'll pull. Watch so you don't slide into the trailer. Or rehook.
Yeah, let's rehook.
Okay, we'll rehook, but we won't be able to use steering hoses. It'll all be chained, so make sure we're straight. Now we gotta rehook. It's on the trailer. All right, so we made it back.
Not dragging it that far at all. No kicking the ball.
Nobody got hit, nobody got killed. We made it back in one piece. We almost hit a couple trucks, almost ran into the tires of the tractor. But, we got her. We need a tractor to pull with. That one will do. Well, this is as far as we could get it. Gonna have to go the forklift route. Obstacles. It's in. It's in, Cody. Morning, we got the tractor in the shop. We're gonna remove the engine. We're gonna put it on a stand. We're gonna take it apart and we're gonna see what's broken inside. Hopefully we can have this out sometime early afternoon. Okay, we got the engine out and we got it on a stand. Now we're gonna have to tear it apart and see what's broken inside. Okay, we got the oil pan off and all I see is broken teeth in the bottom of this oil pan. I can't find anything else that might have went through the time of gears. I don't know what's going on. I guess we must have had a gear failure or something. I don't know. We'll just have to dig into it and see what we can do for it. One thing I seen that I didn't like, you get a light here. See that right there? That is a broken crank gear. That is not good. Crankshaft's gonna have to come out.
We got a new tractor in today. We got a new 8RX 410. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, we're back at the shop this morning. After some investigation, we think the new water pump is what caused the timing gears to break. Looking at the water pump, the shaft inside of it is bent, and that's why I had trouble getting the water pump in, I think. And when I started it, it caused damage to the timing gears, and then I think one of the teeth broke and then went through the rest of the engine. So we're gonna have to figure out what needs to be replaced and what components we need to price to the customer and get an estimate. And I think also we're going to get our dealer representative to come look at this and see what they can do to help us out, since it was a brand new water pump that we put in this engine, and I think that water pump was damaged and it caused the rest of the timing gears to break. So we're going to get all that information together and see what shakes out. So when we spin the water pump, it's got a tight spot there, but the gear wobbles. It's bent. Look at this gap right here. Just closer there. So we're going to get the rocker cover off, and we're going to see if the timing pins will go in, because we want to make sure that the cam and crank didn't get out of time with each other, because if they did, we could possibly hit a valve with the piston. So let's get this rocker cover off and see what it looks like. So we got the cam pin locked in, and we're trying to get it on number 1 TDC, top dead center. So there is a hole here that this pin goes through, and then it goes into the tone wheel of the camshaft. And then you're supposed to stick this pin. Supposed to stick this pin into this hole, and it's supposed to engage in a hole in the crankshaft in one of the counterweights, but it doesn't go in. So if I can get it to focus, you can see the crankshaft counterweight is just right there at the hole. The hole's not anywhere in sight, so the gears had to jump teeth for the crankshaft to get out of time with this camshaft gear. Something had to spin, and it more than likely did it down here on this gear, because there's complete gear teeth missing. I could see it jumping a tooth. So now we got to pull the head off and see what kind of damage we have on the head or the valves, because if this thing runs out of time, it could possibly do damage to the valves or the head. So we're gonna yank this head off and see what it is.
We got the head off, and as you can see, every single piston looks good. There's no damage to the top of the piston. It looks like everything should. We've got the cylinder head here. I did notice some metal in the head, in the freeze plugs, and there's been some metal run through the cam bushings and on the cam lobe. It's got some scratching on it. Underneath the head, you can see that the valve seals are leaking a little bit, coming past the valve seat, but so far there's no damage to the underside of the head, which is good.